What is up, movie nerds? We are back with another movie review. Alexis, what movie are we seeing?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. I am kind of excited for this movie. I just feel like we're not very big superhero movie fans, but we're hoping that there's going to be like some sort of endgame trailer at the very end.
Everyone says it's good. I feel like this is like a there's nothing else out movie right now, and so like it's one that we both don't mind seeing.
Right.
It's kind of like better than any other option. So I don't know. Everyone keeps saying it's good. So
yeah, I have some friends that are like mega fans, and so I think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be a waste of time. I just don't know if I'll. Sometimes I have like a hard time following the storyline of superhero movies just because I don't like get the lingo or like the references or stuff, but I don't know. I think it'll be pretty good. I didn't originally like Brie Larson because I thought that she was the bad girl on Sky High, but Alexis corrected me, and she's not. She's actually Jonah Hill's love interest in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, which I feel like it's a totally different character. Well, obviously it's totally opposite.
Right.
But like 21 Jump Street, she's like, I don't know, in my mind I just picture her like this 17-year-old girl, so how does she go from that to Captain Marvel? I don't know. It'll
that would make for a good actress if she can juggle both
for
of them.
sure, but I'm just saying.
But I really like her in 21 Jump Street. I think she is super funny in there, so I think she'll be great. And I've seen like videos of her interacting with fans after this movie, and I think she interacts with them really well, and she's really sweet to everybody.
Oh, so she's not like a Rami Malek or whatever who just says, get out of my face?
Yeah, exactly. No, I won't take a video with you. Yeah, no, she's like super sweet. She's like, there's a video with her with like this little girl, and she's like all crouched down, like eye level with her, and like talking to her about how she's a superhero herself, and it was really, it made me tear up a little bit. I'm really not gonna lie. But it doesn't take much to make me cry, but I'm pretty excited. So what do you think it's gonna be?
I don't even know what to think, so I'll start at 6,
Really?
just because I feel like, I feel like it can't be horrible. I don't know what to expect, so.
I was gonna say a 6, but I feel like I'm more, positive than Alexis, so I'm gonna go with...
That's above average!
So I'm gonna go with a 7. I'm just gonna feel like I have to go... I feel like I have to be a little bit higher than you just because that's how
my biggest concern is there's gonna be slow parts. That's my biggest concern.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's a slow... I really don't even know any part of the storyline with Captain Marvel.
Neither. Yeah.
So I don't know. I know that she's supposed to be like the main person. That's what Marvel Studios is, Captain Marvel. Yeah. So she's like the Superman, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just nervous I'm gonna get bored because I'm not a superhero fan, but I like when there's a group superhero. So like,
she likes Avengers because she's in love with Chris Hemsworth. That's why she likes Avengers.
I was gonna say the only independent superhero movie I like is Thor.
I can't. Okay, all right. Well, we'll see you after the movie. All right, we are back after the movie. Alexis, first give your thoughts. Don't spoil anything yet.
Oh, well, thanks for reminding me, because I feel like I always want to just like...
I know, I always feel like to cut you off and be like...
So I thought it was good.
Okay, well, rating.
Oh, okay, so I think I started at a 6, right? Yeah. I would say a good 9, a solid 9.
9?
Yeah, solid 9.
Wow! I came in at a 7. I literally thought it was a 10. If I would
fluctuate between like I mean I could someone could probably convince me one way or like the other, but yeah, I'm solid 9. It
was a great movie, really, honestly. I was worried about it being too superhero-y, but it wasn't. It was like superhero. It was like a perfect mixture of like superhero and girl power. Like there are a couple of parts that like gave me the chills and like made me feel like, yeah, kick ass. Like I can do it, you know? It was really good. I really liked it.
I don't know if I'd say any part. I mean, there was a lot of cool parts, like a lot of like awesome references, especially like if you grew up in the 90s.
Right.
And I just like there was so much detail. Like I don't know if that's like a Marvel thing in general. But this one, like because of like the music and the stuff, there was like this really cool scene. I don't think this will be messing anything up, but
okay. Tread lightly.
When Captain Marvel like lands on Earth, like pre-Captain Marvel or whatever, she's like at a phone booth, and there's all these cool posters behind her, and there's one for like Smashing Pumpkins and 311 like advertising their CDs at the time, like Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. I was just like,
yeah, there was a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, for
and like the costume design was super cool. The casting was random. I didn't know that Jude Law was in the movie.
No. Okay, you know what? Honestly, Jude Law probably makes it a 9 for me. Like, he just kind of irritates me as a person, like, as an actor and a person.
So...
I mean, I
disagree because I love Jude Law. I think he's a pretty good actor, but I just feel like, I don't know, I always see him as Watson from Sherlock Holmes.
I don't anymore. And like she when she brought that up, I was like, oh yeah, I forget. Because just every time I see him, I think, oh, what a snake. Just because he's.
Because she's mad that he cheated on his wife.
Well, not just that, but every movie he's like a backstabbing guy. Like every effing character.
I don't know if you remember Sherlock Holmes.
I'm saying again, that's not a part of my...
That's like literally all I can see him as. I saw him and I was like, random. And I thought he was going to be just a small character.
Let me say this. For whatever reason, now every time I see him, I picture him in that like D-level movie. I forget what it's called, but it's like a Camelot movie. It came out maybe 2 years ago. And he plays like this evil king that like kills this, King Arthur's like parents, and he's like the same character.
Where was that movie?
I saw it on like Hulu or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, literally, he plays the same character. The character in Captain Marvel,
that's his character.
Someone who's seen this movie, no. I swear to God.
Don't watch any further if you don't want any spoilers. But, okay, so, I didn't know anything about Captain Marvel. Also, are we supposed to call her Captain Marvel?
I think it's Marvel. That's why he makes that whole reference.
Yeah, but, well, and it's spelled different. Because Marvel was...
It was a hyphenated word, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was V.
Yeah, I think that she probably changes it to Marvel, like makes it her own or something.
I wish they would have addressed that a little bit further. But, so she... Like, the beginning of the movie, she's with Jude Law, like, fighting him, whatever, but they're, like, friends. She's a member of
the Kree, which is, like, an alien species.
Right.
And they're trying to fight these goblin guys, who I forget what they were called.
Yeah, but she has no memories.
It legit looks like goblins from Lord of the Rings. So it's a little like, what's happening?
Okay. Anyways, she couldn't remember she didn't have any memories, but the bad guys, the goblins.
What we think are the bad guys, like, kidnap her.
Right, just roll with this. The bad guys kidnap her and then try to get to her memories, whatever, to get through, to find this one lady, Dr. Marvel, to find her and her work for the, what was it called? Light speed engine. Yes. So she breaks out, she goes to Earth, tries to get there before these goblin guys because she wants to find this lady and her light speed thing before they do, because she doesn't want them to take over the world, the universe, galaxy, whatever. Anyways, so then pretty much whatever his face is, Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Fury.
Okay, so Fury finds her, whatever, is trying to like smooth talk her. Then he's like trying to get her arrested, and then he realizes that she's kind of a good guy, but then they're still trying to get her. Anyways, long story short, very summed up version, she was actually helping the bad guys, which she didn't know. She got her memories back. You can take over this part because I wasn't.
Yeah, so like kind of like the middle-ish of the movie, she figures everything out, like, so that she's been helping the wrong side, that she actually didn't die in the crash and she wasn't brought back like as a Kree. She absorbed she blew up the engine, absorbed the power, and so that's what made her Captain Marvel, but she didn't know at the time. She thought like the Kree gave her power.
So anyway, so she has to fight the Kree with the goblin guys to get the cube thing. I can't remember. I
forget what that cube thing is called too. I know.
We're not doing it justice. But anyways, basically that cube thing is going to help them in Endgame.
Yeah, so the cube thing, I'm pretty sure, is also whatever the engine power is she absorbed. It seems to me the same thing, but I'm not 100%.
Oh, it's called the core. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, the core. Okay.
The core also looked similar to me, not a Marvel expert in any way, the same thing that's in Tony Stark's, like, heart, keeping him going.
Like the arc light or something? Is that what it's called, the arc light?
I don't know what it's called, but it looked similar to me. Could just because they both glow and make weird, like, swirly motions.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there was a guy that was a Kree. What was his name? That was on Guardians of the Galaxy.
I forget his name now.
We're not doing very good on this. So we're obviously very amateur.
I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Hilarious to me. And so I recognized Kronos right away. Was that his name, Kronos?
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was Kronos. And then, but she hadn't seen number 2, so I think he wasn't. But he was only in number 1, I think.
Well, I recognize these people, but all of these like alien guys look the same to me.
So right away I was like, dude, wait, I know that's a bad guy. Why is he with the Kree in the beginning? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. And so then
she called Jude Law was a bad guy from the beginning.
God,
she knew that.
He was always a bad guy. Like that's like, dude, just anytime you go to a movie, you see Jude Law, bet money, bad guy.
No, that's not true.
He's gonna Watson's gonna backstab Watch. I'm telling you.
So Dumbledore?
Foreshadowing.
You think he's gonna be a bad guy in the next movie? No. Anyways, your theory is incorrect. Jude, we love you. If you're watching this, we love you. I don't understand why she's just trying to go off on you right now.
I'm not a fan.
Anyways, so she called Jude Law was a bad guy, but there was a couple of characters that are in Guardians of the Galaxy that are also part of Thanos's
the bad side
crew, and so that was like some foreshadowing. And then at like the middle end credits, there was, they showed Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, and
that was it.
Hawk? What's that guy?
Oh, Hawkeye or something?
No, he's not Hawkeye.
I don't remember what other.
He's Captain America's friend, and he's in
the guy that loses his
and what is his name? Falcon, maybe.
Oh,
he's a flying guy. Can't really think. I think he's Falcon.
I don't know. See, on the Avenger crew, I'm like not as familiar unless it's like the everyday like.
Unless it's
Hulk.
Very early Avengers, the first Avengers movie. That's when you know.
So,
anyways, they show them, and then they show that they're trying to page Captain Captain Marvel, and then
so it picks up the page. So if you see Avengers Endgame, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Then where Samuel L. Jackson drops that pager, it's like that's the shot.
No, not Endgame, Infinity War.
Infinity War. They're trying to figure out what the pager is and who it connects to, and then all of a sudden it kind of stops, and then Captain Marvel shows up and says, "Where's Fury?" Samuel L. Jackson's character. I know. Yeah. I gotta more familiarize myself with these characters.
I obviously don't super remember the ending of Infinity War, who survived, but I thought he survived. No,
he didn't.
But Robin from How I Met Your Mother, she survived because they were together. So which one of them survived? So if Fury didn't, then she did.
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember he was the whole end. Like if you stayed for the end credits of Infinity Wars, it was Samuel L. Jackson driving, and
with
then
her.
Okay, yeah, with the girl, and then he stops because there's like the city's going chaotic, and then he pulls out this pager and he pages it, and then he fades away, and then you look down at the pager and it's the Captain Marvel's symbol.
Got it.
And so then that's when you find out they're gonna make a Captain Marvel movie, which is this one. And then now the next preview was Captain Marvel's coming to help fight.
Yeah,
Thanos,
it said Captain Marvel will be back for Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
So, pretty excited. I do think my prediction is that Ant-Man is going to save the day. I really, truly believe that Ant-Man is going to save the day.
I don't know.
Mark my words. I have this deep love for Paul Rudd.
To me, it's obviously got to be some combination of Captain Marvel and whatever the cube. I mean, 'cause that's obviously important. Oh, okay, hold on. I want to stop for a minute and just talk about, like, first of all, the movie was good, and there's all these funny parts. My favorite characters were probably Samuel L. Jackson's character, because I made a comment. I was like, I'm pretty sure they didn't give him a script. They just said, you ad-libbed the whole movie. And so he just said the craziest lines, and they were so funny. And then also the cat, Goose.
What was his thing? It wasn't called a cat. It was called
he's like a Fingrin
like
or something?
Fluckerton or something like that. It was like almost F-word because he said Mother Fluckerton.
Yeah, something.
We need it like written down, like all the characters'
these
names.
Are all like
stuff.
New words. Yeah. So.
But anyways, there was a part where he like turned into like a squid mouth.
Yeah, he's got all these tentacles that come out. So I was like, oh, okay.
It like just ate up all this crap.
It was very confusing at first.
Just like what just happened? There were a couple of parts that were just like very outlandish and made you laugh, but it seriously was a really good movie. Like
the music was good here, and I just think it's cool, like that Captain Marvel's like, as far as we know, the strongest Avenger or superhero or whatever. What's cool is, if you watch other superhero movies, they have to have like costumes to give them their power. Like her power comes from within, so she's literally flying in outer space, just blowing up spaceships just with her body.
Right.
And like I'm just like, wow, it's pretty legit.
Well, and then there's one part where they're like, we gave you your power, blah blah. Like the Krees are saying that we gave you your power. Without us, you're only human. And then she's like, you're right, I am only human. And there's like this montage of her little, like, getting knocked down and falling and doing all this stuff. And then every time she got back up, and that's when I got the chills, because she like, and then she like stood up and she's like, yeah, I am only human and I fall, but I still get back up and I still fight, you know? And I was like, yes, I loved that. Like, I need that. It was so good. Really, really good job. Brie Larson did an incredible job. Incredible job. Yes. I did at the very beginning. I was singing the song that Jonah Hill sings in 21 Jump Street. I was like, I've got a crow.
Yeah. Well, she's just like, I think that she must be a quirky person in real life, because in 21 Jump Street she plays a quirky character too, and I could see that carried over in Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel is very like quirky, like not all like, I don't know, because you know like Tony Stark's kind of full of himself, like, oh, I'm Iron Man,
but kind of Robert Downey Jr. is kind of the same guy.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
For sure, absolutely.
Oh, I like to think he's a nice guy.
Oh, he's super nice, but he is very confident and cocky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he is. I think he's. Well, I say these things like I'm so confident, no, for sure is a nice guy. I don't know him, but I think Brie Larson is super.
She does like a lot. I'd be curious to know if some of her lines were ad lib too, because just they're like weird side comments. Like if you're talking to someone and someone's saying something, like, okay. I feel like that's the kind of someone would be saying something and she's like, okay. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Or one part where he's like singing Mr. Postman, and then she's like, no, keep singing, I think that would trigger a memory. And I was like, I don't even know if that could be written. Like, that just, their relationship kind of felt like supernatural, like they had good chemistry together. So I recommend going and seeing it. I would see it another time in the movie
I almost thought about that. I was like, would I see this a second time? And I'm like, oh yeah, I probably would, because I feel like there's probably more things you don't pick up on, like small little details. Like, I loved how she crashed through a Blockbuster, and right away my brain thinks, fun fact, did you know there's only one Blockbuster left in America? And
do you know where it is?
Oregon.
Do you know where in Oregon it is?
I forget exactly.
It's in Bend, Oregon. Shout out Elena K. Baby Cakes.
I was gonna say Bend.
One of my BFFs from high school lives there, and I messaged her and I was like, please keep this in business. And she's like,
Oregon's a weird place. Have you ever been to Oregon?
Yeah, Bend is super duper tiny
they're
too.
All just a bunch of weirdos over there.
But shout out. Also, shout out my angel Miguel, that is our Marvel interpreter.
This out because I googled it, got the answer faster than you got the answer from.
You are so rude. Honestly, Google didn't help you very much at all. And anyways, shout out Miguel. Don't listen to her negativity. She doesn't like Jude Law either. So no, I'm not counting this out. I'm keeping this in. Miguel is my Marvel translator, so I super appreciate him.
Okay.
Gang, gang. We'll see you next week. Oh, I didn't do. Okay.